Hey guys, we've got another More Slot reviews here, and this is of the Ninco 1 Ford Mustang. Now, it's been a while since I've done the last video because of the fact that really nothing has actually come out in any sort of slot car world that I'm really interested in at the moment. I know that the Bentley is due out pretty much anytime soon, but with it coming up to August, if it's not out before August, then it's going to be another bit of a wait because the factory closes down. There's not a lot really going on at the moment with regards to Scalatrix, so that's why there's not been very many videos, but it's always a bit like this at this time of the year. We go through a peak of just having absolutely no cars and nothing to review. But I've got a few other videos planned. I need to really properly plan them as well. And I'm also working on the MC Slot diecast channel as well. So hopefully I'll get some more cars through him as well as diecast ones as well. But in the meantime, we got this one. We just found this one my dad bought this one off the internet, off eBay, and it was actually a really good price. I think it was something ridiculous like $12.99 or something like that. So yeah, it was a very good little bargain. And these Ninco cars are actually a really good bargain because they are very cheap and durable, and they're just as good as some of the Scalextric cars. Like, especially some of the ones that I would say are not at the top end, like the Chevrolet Corvette, or that Scalatrix do, and the Camaro that they do, and even maybe some of the older cars like the Ferrari 430, F430, and the Aston Martin, as well as that was one more car I just had in mind, but it's slipped out of my mind. It was it was the Aston Martin. So some of the older ones that don't have the best rear end grip are actually quite on the same sort of level as this, which makes it a bit good because you could have then multi-manufacturer racing. As well, you got the standard, well not standard actually, you got the standard inline motor with a 16,000 rev motor by Ninco, and the gear ratios, I can't remember them off the top of my head. It's something 20, I think it's 927 for these cars. I'm not entirely sure. It is slightly different to Scalatrix, and with most of Ninco's cars, if they've got a slightly different motor as well, they've got a slightly more powerful. They've got a slightly different gear ratio. So Ninco as well, they don't. Well, especially for the Ninco 1 range, I think they've made it so most of the cars are identical now. But you do get a vast and wide range of motor powers. Now, on your home track, this wouldn't be a big deal because when you race these against Scalatrix cars, Scalatrix are 18,000 revs and these are 16,000 revs. You don't really see the difference. If anything, it probably helps the Ninco cars a bit because they're a bit lighter as well. They have no interior detailing, so that's probably like a counterbalance for the lack of power, because the most powerful is 16,000 you'd get in these Ninco 1 cars. Although I believe in one of my Ninco 1 cars I had a 20,000 rev motor, but the magnet on that was horrendous, and it was actually the Mercedes SLS, sorry, and I'm very upset because I'm a bit disappointed with it because it just doesn't have the same grip as the Corvette has and the Ford here does. Another thing that Ninco seem to really be focusing on the American market, because slot cars are big in America, especially if you've got road and build tracks. There's quite a few clubs in America, they really like it, and so they've obviously done quite a wide range of American cars. You've got here the Fords, you've got Corvette, you've got both Chevrolet Camaros as Corvettes as well. The Ford GT, you've got the Ford Mustang here. There's got to be another one that I'm missing. I feel like I'm missing another one, but they've really gone for the American market, and it's really done well for them because they get so many good liveries out of this as well. The Chevrolet Camaro is probably done. Ninco probably do the Chevrolet Camaro the most out of any other manufacturer that I've seen, and they also do some other sort of cars that you'd class as top end current sports cars, which is the Mercedes SLS, which other manufacturers seem to have missed. Scalatrix in particular missed that one, and as well as the Audi R8, which was a fantastic Scalatrix car, and we're yet to get hold of one for Ninco, but I'm really trying my best to try and find one at a good, affordable price. And then they've got, just all those cars that they've done. So Ninco have got a very good range. They've got a lot more fantasy liveries, which is good because you've got the race car ones as well as these ones that are sort of made up, and it just gives a bit more variation. Whereas Scalextrics would produce 4 of those in 2 years, Ninco probably produced about 4 of them in 1 year. So Ninco produce a bit more, they do a bit more variety as well, and they're a bit cheaper as well and easier to get hold of on the internet. So Ninco, I would say, are very good if you're on a budget as well. I haven't really talked about this car in particular. I mean, it's a very nice, interesting colour scheme. I quite like the light blue with the white stripe down the middle, and then you've got the black outlining on it. You've got some actual official sponsors, so I'm not entirely sure if this is a actual race car or if this is a fantasy livery. I'm going to say it is a fantasy livery because it does say Ford Racing on the bottom, and I would assume that they would save that for the Ford factory teams. But you have got some official sponsorship, which makes me wonder if it is actually official or not. You've got BF Goodrich, tyre manufacturer, obviously. You've got BBS, which is wheels. You've got STP, I believe that's fuel. And you've got Localite, Brembo. Brembo's brakes, I think. You've got Spitfire, or is that Splitfire? I think that's... I don't know what that just said. It's quite hard to... That says Splitfire. So, and you've got Bilstein. Bilstein are well known to pretty much most motor racing enthusiasts. There's the Bilstein Audi that they produced, and there's been loads of cars that have featured Bilstein on them. And if you actually, I didn't realise how sort of far back Bilstein goes, but you see it on a lot of cars, and you see it in a very small advertisement on some cars as well. So overall, this car's a very good car, nice and easy to get, nice and cheap as well, very durable, compatible with, I would say, most Scalextric cars as well, on the competitive level on a small home track. But these are so easy and so cheap to get hold of. You can pick them up very well, and you could, if you say you do have a track that a bigger layout, then these are definitely worth picking up a few of them and having a bit of a bash around with your mates, because they are quick, and they're not glued to the track as well, so they can be improved on handling, and they are just a really good, interesting, fun cars to race, and I really do like them. Now the product code as well, before we forget, is 55009. So if you're looking for this one in particular, then it's actually quite good. There you've got the product code there. It does actually say Ford Mustang Sebring, so I believe this one was actually an official colour scheme as well, like a proper race car colour scheme. So thanks for watching. Please give it a like, comment and subscribe. Don't forget to check out all the other Ninco reviews. I've got quite a few of them. I've also put them in a playlist as well, so if you want to watch all of them in a go, then that would be a great help as well. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to check out MC Slot diecast reviews. And I also apologise for the long wait between uploads.